Before the fame and the fury, Edward Allen Clarke, better known as Fast Eddie Clarke, was just a kid playing guitar in local bands around London. By the age of 15, he'd already cycled through a number of groups, one notably named The Bitter End. His nickname, Fast Eddie, wasn't about speed in the usual sense. As he put it himself, "I didn't get the name Fast Eddie because of any sex thing, and it wasn't even because I could play fast, it was just that I could play one note in a solo really fast." That note, driven by his blistering tremolo picking, would help define a generation of heavy metal guitarists. Eddie played local gigs for years before turning pro in 1973, when he joined Curtis Knight's bluesy prog rock band Zeus as lead guitarist. The following year, they recorded The Second Coming at Olympic Studios, with Clarke writing music to Knight's lyrics on a track called The Confession. He also played on another Zeus album, Sea of Time. After Zeus, Clarke jammed with guitarist Alan Callan, keyboardist Nicky Hogarth, and drummer Chris Perry at Command Studios in London. Their sessions earned them a deal with Anchor Records, and they formed the band Blue Goose. With that new opportunity, Clarke, Hogarth, and Perry left Zeus behind to chase something new. Still in pursuit of a breakthrough, Clarke kept moving. He next formed Continuous Performance alongside Bebop Deluxe bassist Charlie Tumahai, vocalist Ann McCluskey, and drummer Jim Thompson. But the group's demos failed to land a record deal and fizzled out by early 1975. Undeterred, Clarke started another project with Nicky Hogarth, bassist Tony Cousins, and drummer Terry Slater. That band, too, never got signed, and at that point, Clarke stepped away from music completely. But fate had other plans. While doing renovation work on a houseboat, Clarke met drummer Phil Thy Animal Taylor, who had just joined a rising rock band called Motorhead. As the story goes, it was a receptionist from the rehearsal studio, Gertie, also romantically involved with Clarke, who introduced him to frontman Lemmy Kilmister. Soon after, Clarke was rehearsing with Motorhead at Snob's rehearsal studios, tucked inside a converted brewery in Chelsea known as the Furniture Cave. From there, things moved fast. Motorhead's raw energy and no-frills sound struck a chord with fans, and their popularity exploded in the UK. Together, Lemmy, Phil Taylor, and Fast Eddie Clarke would go on to form what many consider the classic Motorhead lineup. Their run produced some of the most iconic heavy metal records ever made: Motorhead, Overkill, Bomber, Ace of Spades, Iron Fist, and the legendary live album No Sleeps Till Hammersmith. They also unleashed a string of hit singles that helped define the sound and spirit of British heavy metal. Fast Eddie Clarke wasn't just fast, he was fierce, focused, and the fretboard firepower behind Motorhead's most unforgettable era.